In the NBA. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Sunday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. Interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hawks, outside, the wings are Bogdanovic and Hunter. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Young in at the 1. And here's Young, following the 3 from Bogdanovic. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, good old-fashioned slam from Capella.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Caldwell Pope against Young. Capella sets a screen for Young. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, it's tipped. Johnson gets the bucket.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Suggs against Young, and that one's good. Suggs has got 5 now.
Oh, bigger than your average guard. Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Young's shot is good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Driving the lane, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, quick feet get Caldwell Pope straight to his bucket.
Young outside, shoots the 3. Another miss by Young. Orlando leading. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr. A tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the 3. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
Here's Young, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Carter, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And as a coach, Dan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right.
And flashing the athleticism on the drive. When Bogdanovich spots a lane, he attacks him.
Banchero is screen on Young. Here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Wagner outside. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And it's Suggs missing. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. And here is Hunter. Young looking it over. Pass to Johnson. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, you're not going to find too many floor generals better than Young.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Suggs. 11 points last game. Caldwell Pope outside. Banchero is screened for Caldwell Pope. And finished off by Banchero.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Pass to Bogdanovich. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the one spot. Wagner on the wing. He has yet to score. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Hawks trailing. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Look, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches and jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
Did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Hunter. And that's now 7 points for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA, thanks.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And not even given the chance there. Banchero just too quick.
And here's Young after Paolo Banchero made that last three-pointer. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Suggs. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Orlando shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college, he's been overseas as a head coach, he's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of him.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Johnson with the block. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, anyone can tell you Bogdanovich is a volume three-point shooter. It's the focus of his game.
And that one is good from Suggs.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Johnson sets the screen for Young. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Bogdanovich against Suggs. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 10. Got 3 off the mark. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Suggs really coming into his own. It's those passes that make a difference.
The Hawks trail by 5. Johnson with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 4 this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Suggs looking around. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Suggs has got 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Young from outside. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the shot goes in. Now it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young drives in. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
Look, that's what you want. Young is just so good when he penetrates.
Bogdanovich against Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Banchero kicks to Suggs. With 1 on the clock.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
They have to wait before heading to the locker room. We're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Seems like they can't miss. Just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fella.
All right, fellas. Thank you for being with us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Rizichet is out there with Daniels. Then it's Okongwu, and Gay is in at the power forward. So that's the Hawks 5. Wagner with a screen for Harris. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Wagner.
Yeah, powerful finish from Wagner. Don't get in his way.
And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Daniels. Tipped away. Second shot opportunity. It doesn't go for him. Magic leading by 5. Harris passes to Anthony. Isaac with a screen for Anthony. Harris outside. Fires from deep. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Daniels with it. Now Anthony defending. On the wing, Daniels. It's good. Daniels has got his second basket.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Here's Anthony. Makes it off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Magic making a switch here. Joseph's checked in.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Daniels with it. Joseph on him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Flashing his athleticism there. I like when Daniels goes right at the rim.
Black in the post. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Didn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. Mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And Harris wide open. He shoots offline with his 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
For the tie, Matthews no good. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Wagner outside. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. Number 5, the Hawks.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Daniels with it. Harris is there. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Joseph dishes to Black. Harris outside. Isaac up top. Still scoreless. Clock at 4. Joseph finds Isaac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, that's a move Isaac mastered early in his career. He draws a lot of fouls with that up fake. Always gets guys to bite on him.
And both free throws good for Isaac. Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Atlanta, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
That one is no good.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Banchero, that's good.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Okongwu with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to permit that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. Hunter, the basket good, off the assist from Young. Hunter's got his first 2 points of the night.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Hawks trail by 6. Inside, here's Johnson. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Paolo Banchero. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Young for 3, and they recover it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, I like it whenever Capella goes up strong inside because it sometimes forces defenses to compromise.
And this past offseason stand was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable. Well, when you watch everything Caldwell Pope does, it's possible he's still a little underrated.
Here's Bogdanovich, and it's sent back by Carter. Caldwell Pope with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Banchero outside. Drills it from outside. And now a 7-point Magic lead.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And Young, here we go. Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist in the game. He takes it in. Here's Suggs. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Young. It's deflected.
And a guy who blocks a few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that one.
Wagner kicks to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Rebound, Atlanta. Young outside, looking to get it going. And he finishes nicely on the way.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Banchero was screened for Suggs and stolen by Hunter. Strike here. Here come the Hawks. Young finds Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Back to Caldwell Pope. They get the rebound, and then Carter with the jam.
Well, those are huge points. Carter Jr. steady as they come.
Johnson with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Up there for Johnson. It's stolen by Banchero. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Suggs. And that one hits back out. The Hawks trail by 4. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. They get it back. Capella. Young against Suggs. Shot clock at 6. Back to Capella. It's stolen by Banchero. And here's the fast break. Suggs leading the way. Carter, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. Now Banchero. Back to Wagner. Nails the wide open jump shot.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Got it.
Yeah, Young is unflappable in the biggest moments.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic, leading by 5. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Suggs. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Atlanta with the ball. Here's Bogdanovich. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this team has complete faith in Bogdanovich's ability to hit big shots. This guy just doesn't seem to feel the pressure. Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Banchero grabs the board. So the Magic win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it for the first game.
basketball on 2K Sports. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Friday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that game against Memphis, that will be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
And the starting group for Chicago. Levine and Williams are the 2 forwards. Josh Giddey out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Atlanta, their backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. Here's Giddey. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. That one's good for 2. It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this. That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Outside Johnson. Over Williams. The shot by Johnson, no good. And Ball will bring it up here for the Bulls. To the wing, right side. Pass to Levine. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A springing athlete. Everybody knows about Levine and his bounce. He's just hard to check. And look, he was fouled right there.
And he drops the first. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in. Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
And yep, it's good.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Outside Young. There's the drive. Outside Bogdanovich. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. From deep, Giddey. The rebound by Atlanta. Bogdanovich with it. And it's Giddey picking him up. Outside Bogdanovich. Launches a 3. Fires in the triple.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Out to the right wing. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Team second.
Ball taking his time here. Outside for Levine. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, wow! Okay, I didn't see that coming. Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Ball. Here's Young. Left side, Bogdanovich. Johnson a screen on Ball. Here's Bogdanovich. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night. And that one falls for Bogdanovich.
Yeah, one of the more consistent scorers in the NBA. Bogdanovich is an asset for this team.
Here's Ball. And he buries his first look.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside Young. 1:24 left in the first. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Well, Grant, aside from making East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's team?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
And Atlanta with possession here. The Bulls making their last shot. And Young, here we go. Here's Capella. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. It's stolen by Hunter. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Outside Bogdanovich. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Chicago leading. Ball with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Here's Levine, and the dunk by Levine.
One of the best dunkers of this era. Levine loves to put on a show.
Now here's Young. Here he goes. They get the rebound. Here's Johnson. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so the first quarter is in the book. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Oh boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Williams and Vucevic are inside. Lonzo Ball is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's, oh, no way! Levine! My goodness!
Ooh-wee. Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach LaVine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
And he's going for the oop here. And Williams punches it home.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And Capella gets it to go.
And what do you know? Capella with the high percentage look. That's his motto.
Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Ball. Outside Young. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Here's Ball. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Young with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. Back to Young. And he lobs it up. Stolen by Ball. Here's Levine. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter. Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
Ball against Young. The kick to Hunter. Right side Johnson. There's Young with the 3. And Atlanta misses again.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
The triple goes for Levine.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Ball, and Ball throws it down.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
Levine with a screen on Young. Here's Ball, and Ball throws it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
And what a tough finish. When Bogdanovich scores through contact, it really helps with his confidence.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball against Young. Capella with a rebound. Team point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Here's Levine. Rebound Atlanta. Outside Hunter. Here's Bogdanovich. Oh, Williams with the block. Down low. The kick out to Young. Bogdanovich on the wing. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Bogdanovich has got 8 here in this quarter.
When Bogdan is set in the corner, feed him. He loves those shots. Can make him in his sleep.
Ball against Young. Outside for Levine. The 3. A big answer by Levine.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Bogdanovich into the lane. That shot is off. Tipped. Outside Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And here's Hunter from the arc. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Chicago with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. The hustle they've shown. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Chicago Bulls. Thanks for tuning in.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
They've got Onyeka Okongwu, Rizache out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Gay in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. And you look at Matas Buzelis, size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who will keep things moving.
Daniels, that one's true.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Outside White. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. 5th on the list, the Hawks.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Pass to Buzelis. for three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Daniels. He's guarded by White. Back to Daniels. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Bulls leading by 20. Outside White. And he drops in the layup off the glass. White's got 7 points in the game.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Here's Gay, defended by Craig. Gay's shot is good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside of this league, but they've done it all night.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Ball stolen. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Here's Daniels. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And leaking out well in transition. I mean, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling.
Hawks foul. Daniels. 10 seconds. Teams first.
DeSumo on the wing. He's scoreless. Pass to White. 5 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Buzelis. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Now here's White. Defense right on him. Pass to Buzelis. Into the lane. And they recover it. Here's Smith. And no good, trying to use the glass. Hawks trail by 18. Poke loose. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie.
You're putting it on the deck. Wow, Buzelis is just dangerous on the move.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by White. On the wing, Daniels. Give him 8 points now. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Okongwu. Three-pointer. And Craig pulls it down. Bulls leading by 20. Here's Buzelis. Drives to the hoop, and that one is hammered home.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And so it's the Chicago Bulls continuing to pile it on. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for Chicago, Zach LaVine out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. LaVine. The shot misses. To the inside. Here's Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Johnson's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Ball outside. Takes a three. The rebound by Atlanta.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his first foul. And you look around the league, we're witnessing a changing of the guard, Richard. A lot of young teams on the rise.
I think so. LeBron, Curry can only rule the roost for so long. Eventually, that torch has to be passed.
There's Bogdanovich with the three. Gets the three to fall.
You can tell Bogdanovich is in an attacking mindset right now, being aggressive and getting rewarded for it.
Ball outside. The three ball. And again, Chicago, no good. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Screen by Capella. From the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago leading by 17. Outside Levine. And Levine throws it down.
We see this time and time again from Levine. He has the ability to put the offense on his shoulder.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Hunter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. Chicago's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Buzelis. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That'll be a second foul of the game. It's stolen by Johnson. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Hunter. Back to Johnson. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. Offensive rebound. Bogdanovich. With the clock winding down. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Bulls.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Lonzo Ball.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Levine against Hunter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Here's Atlanta with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Screen by Capella. Giddey against Bogdanovich. To the middle. Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Bogdanovich. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Ball against Young. Ball passes to Levine. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And Ball gets it to go. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they
Hello, basketball fans. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis and going up against the Grizzlies.
And for that game against Chicago, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. All out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Levine in at small forward. And for the Magic, Mo Wagner out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Banchero. Then there's Wagner. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the point. And here's Caldwell Pope following Lonzo Ball's 3. And an intentional foul right there. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Driving to the basket. And Ball slams it in.
Man, he's got great speed, Ball does. This guy is really good at finding ways to slither through the defense.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Off target from three-point range.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Giddey, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in these, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And it's the Bulls with the ball after the Magic pick up 2. Levine looking around. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Levine just going to work. Talented, finishing inside.
Caldwell Pope against Ball. Caldwell Pope kicks to Banchero. 6 to shoot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Jalen Smith, he's checked in for the Bulls. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Here's Caldwell Pope. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. Back to Banchero. Giddey against Wagner. Banchero inside. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Levine, and he uses the glass on the lane. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
Levine, an outstanding athlete. He's got a tremendous burst to the hoop.
Banchero with the screen. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Ball slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. you got for us, GA?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. is to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. Had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. Now, here's Bancheros. 33 points last game.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Banchero. Coming off a terrific season. He put up about 22 points a game last season, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Now here's Giddey. Last time, 14 points for him. On the wing, Levine. He's covered by Banchero.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Back to Ball. From deep. It's not going to go for him. Here's Wagner, outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's Carter, and he hits it to tie the game up.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
It's all tied in Orlando. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Ball. Zach LaVine is out there with Smith. And it's Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the shooting guard. Wagner finds Wagner. Low block shot on the way. Rebounded by Vucevic. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Well, the Magic last year, Clark earning the number 5 seed in the East. It was a giant step forward.
It certainly was. And I tell you what, they've got an impressive, very impressive young core. And this was the first time they made the playoffs since 2020. And now, the minimum expectation is a playoff appearance. And I think they'll be able to deliver on that.
Ball surveying the defense. Pass to Giddey. Here's LaVine. Got a piece of it.
Big time denial that time by Wagner. Well, he put some plaster on that one.
Caldwell Pope. That's tipped. They recover it. Now Banchero. He's got 6. Back to Wagner. Here's Banchero. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Smith in the post. Banchero's there. And Smith with the stuff.
Smith finishing with power. I like that dunk right there.
It's good. Carter's got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
The Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Giddey kicks to LaVine. Back to Giddey. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Magic leading by 3. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And finished off by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Back to Wagner. Up again, and Wagner able to finish. Wagner's got 7 points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Smith with it. Outside, Ball. Outside, Levine. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Magic. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Not what you'd expect when you look at the standings. I think this game is important to them to try and turn the tables here.
Wagner against Giddey. Banchero off target with his 3.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Caldwell Pope against White. It's Craig, top of the key. 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Craig's got his first bucket of the night.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Banchero. Here's Wagner. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
19.
Welcome, everyone, to the Boston Celtics. The outlook appears grim in the late going.
This is an old-fashioned whooping. Hurts to watch, but you can't turn away.
And turning back now to talk about the Orlando Magic. What a close game this has been.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of it.
That is more than enough of a...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game, great performance by Lonzo Ball.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
They've got Gary Harris. Black is out there with Jalen Suggs. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's his out there for Orlando. And he dunks it down.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. Solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Magic in second.
And this team, in terms of scoring off turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really looked to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. And it's Dosunmu with the jam. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Pass to Harris. Back to Suggs. And we got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Pass to Black. Now Harris. Orlando moving the ball around. Suggs kicks to Isaac. It's good from long range. And the Magic lead by 2.
Man, I like the deep ball of Isaac there, man. Has good touch for a big fella. And he shoots it with confidence.
There's the 3. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Black dishes to Harris. Here's Bitadze. He's guarded by Williams. That one goes in.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Clark, what do you think about the Orlando Magic? In 47 games last season. Their most in over a decade.
Boy, I love the core of this group in Orlando, Kevin. Development of their young guys, Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, and the rest of those guys already starting to pay dividends. They could be a force for a while. These young guys are only going to get better.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Rebound by Williams.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Drops in the tray. Buzelis has got 5 points so far.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Bitadze can't hit. The Bulls leading. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Dosunmu with it. Working on Black. The tray. And the Bulls another 3.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Here's White, 5 points in the game. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Misses the 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Bitadze. He's guarded by Williams. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Bitadze.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist. Boy, he is a capable point guard.
Takes it inside, and it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Throws it down if the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Buzelis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Ball. Suggs with the steal. Jonathan Isaac, he has been the guy making things happen. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with a pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for Chicago right now, Ball and Levine are the guard set. Vucevic is out there with Smith. And it's Buzelis in at the 3 spot. Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul.
First team foul. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
Where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Wagner against Vucevic. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Wagner.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside, Levine. Clock at 6. And he converts the layup. And it's 9 points for Zach Levine.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row and close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Levine sets the screen for Ball. And Levine throws it down.
Always putting on the show. Levine plays with flair and clearly one of the best dunkers in league history.
Here's Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. Levine sets the screen for Ball. Out left to the wing. Outside, Levine. The kick out to Ball. And they get it back. Pass to Buzelis. Levine for 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that Levine's rising to the challenge as things get tight.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Caldwell Pope.
Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
Here's Ball. It's good. On that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And Ball is one of those guys, he wants to rock in his hands in these key situations because his teammates expect him to deliver, and he knows that he can.
On the wing, Levine. He's defended by Wagner. They get a hand on it. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Levine wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Levine, a remarkable scorer, and he can help you in a lot of different ways. Showing it all tonight.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Ball, the pass to Levine. Caldwell Pope against Ball. Kick out to Levine. And it's off from three-point range. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Banchero, right side. Back to Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Carter with the 3. Bean with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Ball. Kick out to Levine. Chicago needs to get a shot on. Buzelis from outside, off the mark. Off on that one. So the Bulls win it. They seem to relish their... Much appreciated, David. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg...
K Sports. Another exciting... All right, a chance to check out the Orlando Magic's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis, going up against the Grizzlies.
And looking at the Pacers matchup, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Filling out the wings is Bogdanovich and Hunter. And it's Young in at the 1. And for the Magic, we've got Paolo Banchero. Wendell Carter is out there with Mo Wagner. Then it's Franz Wagner. And it's Caldwell Pope in at point guard. What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
Tipped away. Carter, the pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope for 3. Capella with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Young attacking. Pass to Johnson. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Young against Caldwell Pope. Wagner inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Here's Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Johnson a screen on Banchero. Here's Bogdanovich. And the foul is called. He missed it. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees.
First team foul. The play is under video review under NBA.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still. Disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And that one falls for Bogdanovich. Well, Brent, when it comes to the Hawks, they've struggled to find consistency on the defensive end.
No, B.A., that's not true. They've been consistently bad on the defensive end. I mean, they've been bottom 10 in defense 6 of the last 7 years. The only exception was the year that they made it to the conference finals. So that's just not going to cut it. You got to play both ends.
Now here's Young, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Inside, just 5 on the clock, and Capella gets it to go.
Almost all of Capella's shots are going to come from that kind of range. He's a big that's not trying to play out on the perimeter.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's Young. Orlando making their last shot. Pass to Bogdanovich. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Trae Young not afraid to make passes like that. Great vision.
Caldwell Pope against Young. Back to Banchero. From outside the arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
1:52 left to play in the first. Stolen by Carter. Banchero outside. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. Hawks trail by 3. Outside Bogdanovich. And stolen by Banchero. Outside Carter. Pass to Wagner. Now Caldwell Pope. Capella with a block.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Banchero. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Banchero's got 9.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And there's the call on Banchero. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
And here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Capella.
Yeah, how about the long arms of Wendell Carter, causing all kinds of problems for the shooter? And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Young.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Banchero. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Bogdanovich against Banchero. From 7 feet. Bogdanovich, no good. Orlando leading by 4. Caldwell Pope with a drive. And he banks in the layup.
Used some speed and got to the lane to convert. KCP saw a sliver of daylight, and he took it.
There's Young with the 3. Kept alive. Pass to Johnson. Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Orlando?
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Wagner is out there with Banchero. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Wagner in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Now here's Wagner. Good on the bucket. Wagner's got his first points of the night. It's that time of the year, everyone. Opening night for these 2 teams in this new NBA season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in, and we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here goes Trae. Outside Bogdanovich. Oh, they get a hand on it. Wagner with a steal. Hunter against Wagner. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Wagner. There's the 3. That shot off the mark. Hawks trail by 8. There's Young with the 3. And it's Young to the rack.
And that's where Young is just so comfortable. He lives well beyond the three-point line.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Driving to the basket. Inside. It's Trae Young.
And what makes Young an all-star caliber player? Well, he can beat you with the jumper and the bounce.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Wagner. And here's Carter. The three is up. Orlando again missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
There's Bogdanovich with the three, and the Hawks with another three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. 4th, Orlando.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Bogdanovich against Wagner. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Wagner. Wagner against Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the night now. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And it's in there.
I would say that Trae Young's pick and roll game is fairly advanced for a player his age. What a treat to watch.
Caldwell Pope against Young. Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen on Hunter. Banchero driving hard. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Young. It's deflected. And the Magic pushing it up now. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Pass to Banchero. Wagner outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Wagner's got his second basket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Young looking over the floor. 35 seconds left in the half. No good on the 3. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Wagner. Young against Wagner. 16 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. Offensive rebound. Capella. So we conclude the first half. Orlando ahead, up by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
25.
The Oklahoma City Thunder will go up against the Nuggets out in Denver. Start time 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Atlanta Hawks. That does it for halftime. Let's
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. We've got a Kongwu, Tyson Daniels out there with Risachet. And it's Gay in at the power forward. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Back to Daniels. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Suggs. To the paint. Orlando shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hawks trail by 7. Here's Daniels. To the right side. There's the triple. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac, and he hits the first of 3. And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now here's Suggs. Isaac outside. On target from range. Isaac's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Things are starting to come together for them, and the lead is starting to grow too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Here's Matthews. Back to Daniels. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Black. Magic leading by 7. And there's the lob and the dunk by Isaac.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send them to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
First free throw is good. And he sinks the second. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. Here's Suggs. No points yet. Harris on the attack. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Matthews. This one for 3. And Atlanta misses again.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Here's Batase. Oh, it's stolen. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the wing, right side. And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Orlando leading by 8. Suggs surveys the D. Throws it up high. It's stolen by a Kongwu. Here's Matthews, pounded by Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
A deep 3. They get it back. That one is off. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Orlando shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
You know, Isaac had some injury struggles in his career, but he hasn't let that deter him. He still plays with a lot of intensity and gives this game his all.
Suggs outside. Pass to Black. A minute 42 left in the third quarter of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Isaac in the post. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Matthews. And Atlanta misses again.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
To win the cold spell. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Sweet little floater. Daniels has got 4 points in the quarter.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Harris passes to Batadze. Back to Harris. There's 25 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Suggs. Back to Harris. Takes it inside. Rebounded by Daniels.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Ricochet, no good. Suggs outside. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Suggs has got his second bucket of the night. And so it's Orlando. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Mo Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. Then it's Franz Wagner, then there's Banchero, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Oh, Young with a physical finish inside.
And the confidence Young has in himself, it's commendable, outstanding at driving and finishing through contact.
Wagner against Bogdanovich. Wagner inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Young. Young won't be held back.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
Orlando leading by 11. Here's Wagner. And a missed layup. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Outside Bogdanovich. Fires the three. The shot off that time.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wagner finds Caldwell Pope. From deep. Buries it from three. And the Magic lead by 14.
A deep shot, but hey, KCP no stranger to knocking down shots like that.
There's Bogdanovich with the three. Hits the trifecta.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Banchero. On the wing, Caldwell Pope, guarded by Young. Banchero passes to Caldwell Pope. And another three for Orlando.
Retaliation triple from KCP.
Hawks trail by 14. Outside Bogdanovich. Capella, screen on Banchero. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Here's Caldwell Pope. Softly drops in the floater. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
There's Bogdanovich with the three. Offensive rebound. Capella. Pass to Bogdanovich.
Remaining game, 2 minutes.
Capella inside. Carter's there. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Batase's checked in for Orlando. Johnson a screen on Caldwell Pope. Young from long range. Young with the signature tray.
Man, we see this from Trey often, his ability to take over games with his scoring.
Orlando leading by 13. Outside, Caldwell Pope from outside the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Orlando with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. And Carroll passes to Batadze. Banked it in off the glass. And the Magic lead by 15.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Magic.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paolo Banchero.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And Banchero gets it to go.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
They're so dangerous in that action. Nice decision there from Young.
Caldwell Pope against Young. Outside, Caldwell Pope. 4-3. It's not going to go for him. Caldwell Pope against Johnson. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young against Caldwell Pope. Capella screen on Wagner. Bogdanovich from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. So the Magic win it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about does
For joining us here. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Sunday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder.
And that game against the Wizards, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Outside, the wings are Bogdanovich and Hunter. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Ball out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Levine in at the 3 spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Capella against Vucevic. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
And I love watching Giddey take it strong to the basket. The D has got to be aware of it.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
My goodness, that is how you attack a bigger defender.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Knocks it loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Johnson. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Ball against Young. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Yep, it counts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
To the middle. Here's the floater. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3-6 since the opening tip.
2 minutes.
To the paint, Williams with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. LaVine's got it. Finished off the break.
And LaVine's eyes light up when the break is on. He's so elusive in these situations.
It's good. Capella's got 6. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. LaVine is screen on Young. Ball kicks to Williams. Back to Ball. Outside Williams. Young with the steal. To the inside, Johnson. Rebound by Williams.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And you were just talking about this, Coach. Patrick Williams, a guy with loads of potential.
Yeah, Kevin, he's had to deal with a lot of injuries here early in his career. Sometimes he tends to disappear in games, but when he's got it going, this guy has a chance to be a really good 3-and-D player.
It'll be fun to see where he takes his game.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
Here's Ball, and he banks in the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Here's Young. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Here's Giddey. And the layup's good off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's been all about Lonzo Ball for Chicago. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Young and Bogdanovich are the guards. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Giddey defending. Offensive rebound. Hunter, the pass to Young. Bogdanovich looking around. Johnson sends the screen for Bogdanovich. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, Levine. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
You know, these last few years, Stan, Atlanta has been outstanding on the offensive end. But boy, have they struggled on defense.
Yeah, and I just don't know if they can go to where they want to go unless they can just develop at least an average defense, and they haven't even been close to that.
And I know we've not seen a champion who is only one or the other. I mean, you've got to be a little bit of both, right?
Yeah, Kevin, most of our champions, as you know, have been in the top 10 in both offensive and defensive.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
With the drive, and he makes good on the layup. And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Young's shot is good.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next three.
Ball no good. The Hawks trail by 7. A 3 from Bogdanovich. That one no good.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And Vucevic kicks the ball. Fires the 3. Again, ball missing.
2 minutes remaining.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Bogdanovich left side. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. The basket good off the assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Bogdanovich clearly a problem from deep.
Ball with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Bogdanovich with a screen on ball. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Levine. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, if you're going to go in there, you have to want it. Levine did.
Johnson sets the screen for Young to the middle and stolen by Williams. And so we conclude the first half. The Bulls on top, up 10. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and
out in Denver, the Nuggets have the lead against Oklahoma City, and already a healthy 8-point lead for them in the first quarter. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Atlanta Hawks. Thank you for being with us.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Jalen Smith is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Dosunmu. Then it's Buzelis. And it's White in at the point guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Daniels. Here's Okongwu. Pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Back to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. You know, Stan, it seems like the Hawks have been close to taking that next step now for a couple of years.
It does, Kevin, but we're still waiting, unfortunately. There's talent there, but it hasn't translated into sustained postseason success.
Count that one.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Matthews. Buzelis with the ball.
Throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
And the rejection by Smith. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Matthews. And he gets, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
the play is under video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Wow, what a great story. The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble.
Forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And Stan, a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
White looking around. And White with the stuff.
Explosive move by White, going right up to the rim.
Pass to Matthews. And Matthews throws it down.
That is a monster jam. He's got some power to his game, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, Greg. Defense, Clark just a second too late to block his path. White left side, and White slams it in.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Matthews, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Kept alive. In the corner, Smith with it. Outside, White. Fires for three. White with another miss. The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Daniels. And it's White with the rebound. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 14-5 run here. Pass to Buzelis. There's the triple. Okongwu grabs the board. Misses the layup. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls lead by 15. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
One of the biggest things is not to react to anything. Okay, get to the next play and get the defensive boards. All right, stops these defensive boards.
Well, as we just heard, asking his guys to just keep it moving. Quinn Snyder doesn't want his guys to get caught up in their own heads.
I mean, great point. There's no value in dwelling on each mistake. Learn what you can, then forget about it. Move on.
And 1/4 to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle, and it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Bogdanovich are the guards. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. And it's Hunter in at the 3-seed.
How about the focus here from Ball on offense? Constantly looking for ways to score. Feels like he can get any shot he wants.
Here's Young. Rebound by the Bulls.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Giddey. And they pick up 2. And the Bulls lead by 19.
And love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Williams, a screen on Capella. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Ball. And another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And he'll go right through your chest. Ball won't shy away from the contact.
Good on the second free throw. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally, I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Here's Bogdanovich. I think we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
The Hawks trail by 18. Bogdanovich finds Capella. No good on that one. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Ball. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. Sinks the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
Young with the steal. Johnson left side. Here's Capella, and he lays it up and in. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes.
Ball up top, defended by Young. Ball no good. The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Bogdanovich. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Giddey kicks the ball. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lays it up off the glass. Ball's got 22.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Back to Ball. Launches it. Again, Ball missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bulls.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lonzo Ball.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Capella finds Young. Missed inside. So the Bulls win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater up. Thank you for that, David. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.
Confident and ready for action. The Bulls as they head to the locker room. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA. On Thursday night. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Friday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis, going up against the Grizzlies.
And you know, for that matchup with the Bulls, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take it to the floor, and they want to get off to a fast start this year.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. They've got Wagner, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Wagner. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Ben Carroll in at the small forward. And for the Bulls, ball runs point with Levine flanking him. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jalen Smith, and it's Buzelis in at the small forward position. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off. Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Caldwell-Pope against Ball. Caldwell-Pope, the pass to Wagner. Knocked away. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Let's go with a 3. Smith with the rebound. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Wagner with a steal. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Chicago making their last shot. And there's the drive. Here's Banchero. Buzelis grabs the board. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Ball, plenty of space. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Banchero right side. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Carter, a screen on ball. Outside Carter, just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And he lobs it up.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Magic trail by 4. Now Caldwell Pope. No luck on that one. Vucevic with some nice D. Pass to Levine. The 3 ball. Counted from distance. Levine's got 7 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. 5th, Orlando.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Wagner against Levine. Wagner inside. Pass to Carter. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Wagner. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Banchero against Ball. Smith passes to Ball. Now here's Wagner, tightly guarded. Banchero right side. Kicks it out to Wagner. Wagner with it. He's picked up by Levine. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Ball. Outside Levine. Back to Ball. The 3 is up. The rebound by Carter. Magic trail by 3. Banchero right side. Pass to Carter. The 3 is up. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, if Carter Jr. can become more consistent from deep, he could really enhance his game as a scorer.
Now here's Levine. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection.
Zach LaVine. He's been the guy making things happen for the Bulls. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Ball runs point with Levine flanking him. Buzella's out there with Smith, and it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Bulls. And so here is Chicago. Outside Levine. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Wagner.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young. Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzella's, adjusting from close range.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. Banchero on the take. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, VA. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Up top, Levine. There's the triple. And Zach Levine from deep.
Well, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Caldwell Pope against ball. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Wagner. Here's Carter. Sinks that one from the post. Carter's got 5 now.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Ball into the lane. Got a hand on it. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Wagner with a screen on ball. And here's Caldwell Pope. No points so far. Launches a 3. Smith with the rebound. Banchero against ball.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the second period. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's ball. Outside for Levine. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Levine comes with the double team. Wagner, he's open. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Bulls have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, you see, the ability to get the ball where it needs to go is what really stands out regarding Buzelis.
Vucevic with a steal. Levine with it. Wagner picks him up. Ball passes to Smith. Chalk up 2 there. And now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Wagner with a screen on ball. Here's Caldwell Pope. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside Levine. Back to ball. Driving inside. Pass to Buzelis. Jacks up a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got his 3rd assist of the night. Banchero right side. Outside, Caldwell Pope. And here's Carter. Kicks it out to Wagner. From downtown. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Levine in deep. Uses the glass on the layup. Levine's got 14 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, basketball fans. First up on the agenda, Boston came away with the win against the Wizards in Washington.
Sort of painful to watch, like Kenny Suits, but they were steamrolled.
Taking a look now at that first half, how about the strong play of Zach Levine?
When Levine is in his group.
Thanks for tuning in.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, Zach Levine has been sensational.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. We've got Jalen Suggs, Gary Harris out there with Jonathan Isaac, and it's Black in at the 2.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
White against Isaac. Dosunmu outside. Giddey passes to White. There's the 3. That's good from Giddey on the assist by White. And the Bulls lead by 9.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Suggs against White. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Giddey. Puts it up from 17. Orlando with the rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Back to Isaac. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Six to shoot. Suggs outside. And here's Harris outside. Drains the triple. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
And a smart feed from Suggs. The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate open.
Dosunmu, right side. Outside White. From the paint, the kick out to Williams. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Orlando ball.
And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. Fourth, the Magic.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Suggs outside. Pass to De Silva. De Silva. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now just a 2-point Bulls lead.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Tries to keep it alive. And it's Giddey missing. For Orlando, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And he hits it to tie the game.
Nice dime from the combo guard Suggs. Excellent work setting up his teammate.
Now here's Giddey. White with a screen on Harris. Giddey finds White. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Magic.
Magic ball.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Suggs, the pass to Isaac. Poke loose. White with the steal. And a fast break now for the Bulls. And he throws it down with one hand.
And what balance from Giddey. Able to take the hit and still power through.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the night here. 1:56 left in the third quarter here. Well, Richard, during his 5th year in the NBA, Kobe White had a breakout season.
Doubling his numbers, BA, averaging around 20 points and 5 assists per game. Kobe's always been a great defensive player, but it's his offensive production that has really improved.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
And so Craig nails both of them. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
White against Suggs. to Dosunmu. The three. Drills it from deep. Dosunmu's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Black. Harris with it to stop the run. Orlando again missing. Now here's Dosunmu. Not a lot of room. Back to White. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
Yeah, great length from Isaac. He gets the hand up, gets a piece using that big wingspan.
Pass to De Silva. Takes a three. He drops it from range. De Silva's got 7 points for the quarter. White looking it over from Pete Kitty. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Chicago ahead, leading by 5. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Kobe White. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Williams in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Magic trail by 5. Here's Suggs. And he gets that one.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Chicago has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Giddey. Now here's Dosunmu. Here's White. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. A line change here for Chicago.
Substitution on the court.
Orlando shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Banchero outside. Caldwell Pope for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. In transition, here they come. Outside for Levine. Pass the ball. Launches it. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got his 4th assist in this one. Banchero outside. Up top, Caldwell Pope. Banchero left side. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Caldwell Pope against ball. Outside Levine. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Carter with it. Guarded by Smith. Here's Banchero. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Levine. Another shot. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach Levine. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Chicago leading by 7. Ball with it. Smith outside. Pass to Levine. Ball outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Buzelis over Wagner. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for Chicago. There's the drive. Oh, Levine converts in close.
We see this time and time again from Levine. He has the ability to put the offense on his shoulder.
Nails it from 3.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Ball against Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. Ball no good. Magic trail by 6. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. Now Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
And 1:01 left in the final quarter. Outside Levine. Back to ball. To the middle. Orlando grabs the miss.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Ball outside. On the take. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Orlando with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Banchero. Missed it.
Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
Now ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.